Who are you?
I'm Alex Brannigan, and I'm about to change my job actually to become a firefighter. Yeah, I was previously an engineer, and I'm a couple of weeks out from having a career change.
What was like?
Before I started with Jack, I was an engineer and sat at a desk Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I've always been considering a career change, but I didn't know what that was going to be. One day, stars aligned, and I thought maybe I should try becoming a firefighter. I'm going to be joining the London Fire Brigade. And I think in no small part, my improved fitness and strength has enabled me to do that. It was never like an initial goal of mine. It's a happy coincidence that my training has enabled me to go down that path. It's one of these things that you didn't plan for, but I'm happy that I'm now in a position to pursue that career. Before I started with Jack, I maybe played football or I'd go out for runs. I never did any sort of work in the gym. It was all cardio. I felt like I was maintaining a level of fitness, but it wasn't on any sort of guided program. And I always had an inkling that I wanted to work on my strength or maybe, and as a result of that, get a better physique.
What goal did you achieve? Training? Where?
I've always tried to have a data-driven approach to my strength training. I can't remember what I started on my bench press, but it was certainly nothing impressive. And it was difficult for me to get up to 60 kg. I managed to hit that a couple of months ago, which I know is not an amazing feat, but for me personally, it was very difficult. And I was elated when I got to that landmark. I'm still working towards 10 reps of pull-ups. I think I'm on 8 at the moment, so trying to squeeze out those last two. And yeah, just my progress is getting there. Like I said, having done no strength training before, I feel like I'm getting to a good level now.
Person.
I think that the biggest personal change encompassing with my training was taking my nutrition more seriously. You'd never think it would be difficult, but it really is to like actually really focus on hitting your macros, getting your protein in, or when you're bulking, trying to reach a certain number of calories, which I found very difficult. But yeah, I think the biggest change would have to be taking nutrition side more serious, which is all part of stuff that Jack will guide you on. He has like a wealth of knowledge and resources that can help you with that. So if you ask for it, he'll help you. After one of our reviews, you really got to focus on this, and I did. And yeah, that's when I saw the most change, especially hitting the protein target. That was the main thing. You really do have to listen to the cues Jack's given you rather than just thinking it'll be okay. He does have your best interests and knows what you need to do. The thing I like most about Jack is twofold, and it's weird because they're opposites. He's very professional and also he's very personable. He knows so much about the anatomy, he knows so much about little tweaks to your training that can benefit you that you might not understand. But also, me and Jack have a great rapport. I think he develops that with all his clients. Will let me know some like personal information, which like feels really good to that you do feel like you get to know this person better. And I think that helps you to really open up and develop further. Level of support has been fantastic. I've always known in the back of my mind if I needed more support from Jack or there's more questions that I had, you have his WhatsApp number, you have a direct line to him. It feels a bit wrong to have that access, but should you want to use it, it's there. But I think you get to a point where, you know, he gives you all the tools that you need and then it becomes less frequent that you need to call on him. But yeah, the level of support is fantastic and it's rapid as well. He can quite often respond to any small questions that you have within 10 minutes. Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's considered personal training?
I would say this about quite a few things in life is I've benefited from it massively and I've really enjoyed it. And that's only something that you'll find out if you start trying it yourself. I know personally some people have tried using PTs and they perhaps don't get the most out of it because they don't put the effort in. But if you're willing to do as much as Jack's trying to tell you to do, for me, this worked perfectly. I've been coming to Jack for maybe just under 2 years now, and I felt an enormous benefit from it. And truth be told, if I wasn't having the life change that I'm doing, I probably would still continue to use Jack's services. And I'm a little gutted that I might see my progress might start to diminish, but that's only because I'm not able to continue on. I've been really impressed with Jack's professionalism and personable approach. I would highly recommend him to anybody thinking of taking out a PT. I think that's one of the things that struck me before I started with Jack was he is a very professional person. He talks to me during the sessions about his plans for the future. He's always expanding his business. So he'll tell you about, oh, I've got this new cook website, or I've got this new group session that I'm running. He's always trying to make his services better. It's never stagnant. It's always forward or upwards on a good trajectory. And I wish him all the best with his endeavours, and I'm sure he's going to be very successful. So one more thing I forgot to mention earlier is what I've really enjoyed about Jack's training with me was the sort of customization and the personal approach Jack takes to my situation. I've got a shoulder injury, and that was always catered for. So Jack would always tailor the training to make sure if there's something that I can do, we'd put a focus somewhere else, or really hone in on that particular aspect of my body, my physique. I always feel that's been really beneficial. There's been several instances where we'd come up with an alternative exercise to something that he might have perhaps given to other clients where they're more able to perform exercises that I'm not. I've always been able to give a good focus on my training without having my injuries have a negative impact on what I'm able to do in the gym. Also, another element of Jack's training or his package provides is the monthly meetups with his client list. Jack's community, once a month, he arranges meetups with all of the other clients. So we always be able to take the mick out of him. So we play paddle, we've done a pub quiz, and it's always a great time where we can get together and talk about how our training is going, but also just in that social setting, relax a bit. And yeah, it adds to the overall experience that you can have at the Jack's program.